Hi, Sonet. Welcome today. Giving me your testimony. Thank you for your time once again. And that's going to be awesome to chat with you. And you were one of our star students at the Time Factory doing the Coach Factory program. You just like flying with this and doing so well. But I would like to ask you today, tell me more about your experience in becoming a coach through the Coach Factory program.
Thank you, Rita. It's an honor to do this, and with a grateful heart, I'm doing this interview with you today. Yes, to start off with the program, when you make a decision to become a coach as a career, and you make that move, it's very daunting. It is very daunting. I don't think it matters what your experience is or what you've done prior to becoming, but once you make that step, it's very daunting. And um, I did a lot of research into what's available, and that is even more confusing because there's so many programs out there, and I'm sure everybody does their homework. So I was fortunate in a miraculous way to meet with you, and our paths crossed, and I'm forever thankful for that. So I made the decision to join the Time Factory and in becoming a coach, and that's where my journey started. And even when you start with the right company, it's a personal journey. And for me personal, I have my career path was in sales, and it was very daunting for me to become the product and not selling a product.
Yes.
And then you need people that's just, even if they walk the path ahead of you, just for some advice, and that is what you get from Time Factory, because everyone is in the same boat, and it gives you a lot of comfort to know these people alongside you, especially if you're a big team player like me.
Yeah, that really makes a difference because when we did your assessment to see if you're a good coach and a good fit to become a coach, really not a good coach to become a good fit to become a coach, I wanted to say, um, your team inclination came in very high, and it is very hard because coaching can be very lonely. Even though you interact with clients, it is a lonely type of business. So, just hearing you say that having a team and having people around you makes a huge difference is very good to hear, because I think there are a lot of coaches out there who feel very lonely and wish they had a team. So I think that's an important thing just for coaches who are already coaching to know that become part of a team, because that does make a difference. I want to ask you another question in terms of, you will also, as part of the program, you will also being coached on an AI system and online, because we're not in close proximity to each other. How did you experience, from a client perspective, being coached online through the fulfillment program?
Um, it is surprisingly intimate, if I can call it that.
Okay.
Um, it's so worth your while because of the quality of the program, the AI program
Mm.
that that one use. An hour session is used to the fullest capacity, even though it's online. Um, there is the points that the areas that you need to focus on is identified because of the AI system, and one really makes a lot of progress in a very short time, even if it's online. And
Right.
even though that we coach baby steps and small differences in behavior, a huge result is gained because of the system that we're using, even though it's online. So it's time efficient, it's economically efficient, no traveling time is involved, but you don't lose the personal emotional connection that we seek when we are looking for to be coached.
Mm.
And that is important.
That is so amazing, because I do think a lot of people are still afraid to be coached online due to that personal touch that they feel, or that intimacy that they feel they might miss. So this is such valuable feedback, Sonet. Thank you so much for this. This is great to hear. And just from the being on the other side, and I'm sure it gave you confidence as well to be an online coach, right?
Definitely to sit on the other side of the table and to experience firsthand how the process rolls out really gives you a lot of confidence. And you can only sell what you believe in, and it gives you a lot of faith and trust in the system, in the process.
Yeah.
Because once you experience the growth in your personal life, it is easy to convince someone else or to help someone else. And it also ignites that passion of helping someone else, because you want someone else to experience what you personally, the progress you make in your personal life. So that is
Absolutely.
the big plus. Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. That's just all amazing. I love what I hear. Thank you so much for that feedback. Last question. So, what would your advice be to any aspiring coach out there?
My biggest advice would be to find your group, to find your team, to find like-minded people.
Yes.
People that share your heart and your passion and your vision,
Mm.
and then to walk a path with them. To take, even though it is a one-on-one sessions that you do, and you are the product. It's always so comforting to have to join your successes as well as your failures
Yes.
with people. Life coaching in South Africa is actually a new concept. We all have a training and educating role to play in the country. People don't really value that at the moment, but we all have this responsibility to educate people out there,
Mm.
and to teach them and to show them, with our own lives as example, what you can obtain from having a life.
Yeah,
And so yeah, that is I think what I gain. And yeah, find your right team, and you won't go wrong with joining the Time Factory, because you'll find people with the same mindset as your own, and that is what's really important.
yeah. It's like finding your tribe, right?
Finding your tribe. That was the word that was just not there. Yes,
Yeah, it's
very
finding your
important.
tribe. And that's is very important because as we said in the beginning as well, that was very valuable for you as a person and becoming a coach. And I
Mm.
also think coaches do underestimate how lonely this could be. And obviously, mostly coaches are people. They
Yes,
they want people in their life, and it's even being an online life coach, because many times you can work from home, or even if you have an office, you are a bit secluded because it's a private conversation, right? So
yes,
you can become a bit lonely. So you need a tribe. Definitely find your tribe. I like
yes.
that. Oh, Sine, thank you so much for your time. This was very valuable, and
Absolute
I'm
pleasure.
sure, I'm convinced that other people will find this information very valuable as well. And let's hope that if people are still on the fence, they would choose the Time Factory to do the Coach Factory program and be as happy with it as you were. Thank
Yes.
you.
Thank you so much, Rita. Thanks.
Have a
Bye-bye.
lovely day further. Okay, cheers. Bye.
Bye.